Good evening. It's Monday, 15th. Peace is the path to the prosperity of a nation. Let peace reign. On the news this evening, Governor Fubara pledges government support in fight against insecurity. Protesting tricycle drivers block Rumarolu-Rumokoro Link Road. Multiple reports suggest resurface of kidnappings in Rivers local government area. Criticisms follow call for screening of resigned commissioners. President Tinubu pledges to prioritize development of Imo State. On the foreign scene, Iran judiciary files new hijab case against released journalists. I am Constance Mega. Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara says he is confident that President Bola Tinubu is ready to tackle the insecurity in the country. Governor Fubara spoke at the Government House during the Armed Forces Remembrance Day today. Well, the governor expressed gratitude to the present and past members of the armed forces for their sacrifices to the nation.
On behalf of the government and the people of Rivers State, I join the president of our country to say thank you. We are all proud of your bravery, valor, and patriotism. We commend our president and commander-in-chief of the armed forces, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for his determination to end the economic and security challenges of our country. We believe that with Mr. President's political will, leadership, and presidential support for our armed forces.
Well, Governor Fubara also pledged to continue providing financial and other forms of support to the armed forces in the discharge of their duties.
We will continue to support the country armed forces to the extent that we can enable them discharge their constitutional responsibility to our state, and we will also continue to provide financial and material support to our veterans and their family.
Correspondent Onyeka Chinwosu reports that earlier, the chairman, River State Command of Nigerian Legion, Area Controller General Charles Hart, thanked the governor for fulfilling the 100 million naira pledge by his predecessor.
Sufficiently thank you for your extraordinary kindness in support of the welfare of our people since assumption of office, demonstrated as follows. For the release of the 100 million naira, of the release of the 30 million naira with which His Excellency launched the 2024 Armed Forces Remembrance Day emblem. Let me also thank you in anticipation of what you will do still to do for us in the future.
In the meantime, there are indications that incessant kidnapping has resurfaced in Ikwerre local government area of Rivers State. Well, this follows multiple reports of kidnapping in the past few months. One of such is the abduction of 18 passengers from their bus along the Omuawan Road last Saturday. But the Chief Security Officer of Ikwerre Council, Dixon Mbomahom, however, tells correspondent Emeko Tuka that 16 of the victims have been rescued.
The command that the headers have blocked road, that they have engaged a bus that loaded passengers from Imo State coming to Port Harcourt, taking the people to the bush. So we now follow them up at the point. They know that the authorities after them. On that note, most of them escaped from there. Then now run to the farmer. Then the farmer now gets to call the hospital commander from there with a few that 11 that day.
Well, he also said some gunmen dressed in military camouflage tried to attack a motorist along the Ishokbo Road last night. As you may know, on 2nd January, gunmen abducted 3 persons along the Obirikwere Airport Road. Last November, 5 persons were kidnapped along the Wuruta Airport Road. And in October, 9 passengers were taken along the Elele Omerelu Road, among other cases. Well, the River State Police Command is yet to comment on this. Meanwhile, 5 pirates terrorizing fishermen along the Boni-Andoni waterway have been arrested after they attacked some fishing settlements in the area. Chairman of Andoni local government area, Erasto Sawotu, in a telephone interview, tells correspondent Subio Ruwari that security agents are interrogating the suspects.
I say we'll sustain our efforts in the onslaught against piracy and criminalities along our waterways. Last week, we received complaints of some pirate attack. We swung into action. Luckily, this time the natives agreed to cooperate, and two of them were apprehended.
Well, some of the victims narrated their ordeals.
The government made a help us for this thing. 2 of them, Mali police arrested. They were refugee. They go with boat. They arrest them. They go with Mali police now for Boni. As I talk to you, so may they try help us. The thing is too much. Mali police for Boni, and they come help us for you. They help us arrest 2 boys for the chief them. What they call the bomb house. They arrest 2 boys with 2EG. But your corporate marine police called them, they did not pick up now. Where they arrest now.
They also called for government urgent intervention following the 10th January attacks in the area. Our correspondent reports that there have been repeated pirate attacks on fishermen in fishing settlements, including Oyorokoto, Amariaria, Ajegunle, Ageri, and Ota-Ewa. In another development, protesting tricycle drivers in Rumarolu community of Obiakpo local government area have blocked the Rumarolu-Rumokoro link road. Well, this follows an alleged attack on their chairman. The drivers also accused the youth president of the community of attempting to enforce what they called a land and load system and demanding 2,500 naira as ticket fee instead of the usual 900 naira.
Before they came in the morning, those land and load people, they will pay 2,500. Some pay 3,000 to the garden. Ticket now, we are buying 700 naira by that time. Now, keke, then they increase the ticket. Instead of 700, is 900 naira. So that the 200 naira, they use it to pay the new transport.
Reacting to this, the youth president of Rumarolu accused the tricycle drivers of masterminding crime in the community.
The crime in the community, they are sponsoring crime, and we are here to stand to say no to crime in Rumarolu. That is why we don't even want to get people in Rumarolu community. We want to get people.
Now they said they want to work from morning to 10 against the office of Rumarolu, and that is supposed to be my office. 4 o'clock, you know, it's supposed to close. That's supposed to close. From 4 to 10 is my office. Those who come to me there, I will say that number. Want to tell me they want to hijack all the in my community. I can't take it now. So for that reason, I don't want them again. I was already nice. My chief was the watchman of our.
Still to come, criticisms follow call for screening of resigned commissioners. Students.
The River State Ministry of Transport
Invitation of the 9 commissioners who recently resigned from the State Executive Council by the Martin Amewu led State House of Assembly for screening. While reacting to this, elder statesman Anam Saraibi says whatever decision taken by the Assembly is illegal. In his reaction, human rights advocate Zoe Tamnotoni of the Rivers Emancipation Movement described the move as an act of lawlessness and a blatant disregard for the rule of law.
The family kick against this invitation. It amounts to the height of lawlessness, disregard to the rule of lack of shame by those who are meant to protect the law and live by example. The behind this banana republic and the cohorts of the APC constituency House of Assembly members are bent on rewriting the constitution.
Also, the convener of the People's Advocate encourages the removal, says it's the people's will.
So any act that emanates from that assembly will be illegal. So those commissioners, by the time we're done with all of these court proceedings, they will have a standing that is signed up to defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You shouldn't put politics above the Constitution. If the governor will not stand up to defend the Constitution, this swore to, then we will stand up and...
Recall that the Martin Amewu led us invited the 9 former commissioners to appear before it on Wednesday for screening and confirmation as commissioners as part of this agreement. Meanwhile, the Commissioner for Communications, Joe Johnson, is yet to speak on whether the resigned commissioners were sent to the Assembly by the governor. An elder statesman in River State, Ali Horsfall, says the Jaws will resist any person who attempts to obstruct the tenure of Governor Sinala. Mr. Horsfall, a briefing news in Port Harcourt today, criticized statements allegedly made by the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike that he handily insulted Governor Fubara, saying such statements means that votes did not count in the 2023 governorship election.
I'm 61 years now. I've never seen any man ruling this state for 20 something years now. But we have been sacrificing because we are not having difference between the upland leaders and our leaders. But this thing is coming out to fans. Today, one man and one voter card will decide whom will rule our state. So I think it's a uncommon situation that we never cease to allow this to continue.
But Mr. Horsfall also said Governor Fubara is yet to call the Jaws together since the political crisis in the state began. He however said the Jaws solidly behind the governor.
You know, one day come up and say this is what we are going to do. How do we do this? If the governor sing, we say a job and for you, a job man, and this is my stand. We are 100% behind the governor. If you win, we win, and if you lose, we lose with him.
On his part, the Secretary General of Youth Worldwide, Maboye Nangiobu, said Governor Siminalayi Fubara should be allowed to breathe and perform his duties in the state. He said the FCT Minister is a beneficiary of the Jaws who made him a governor in this. He also advised Rivers Youth to be on the path of truth and oppose Governor Fubara. President Bulletin has to prioritize industrialization, education, and healthcare in Imo State, but President the inauguration of Governor Hukuma for a second term in office today. Iran's judiciary says it has opened a new case against journalists for not wearing a compulsory hijab after their release from prison. Well, Niloufar Haji and Elahe Mohammadi were pictured with their hair uncovered after 17 months in detention. And that's the news. Before we go, let's take a look at the highlights. On the news this evening, you heard Governor Fubara has pledged government support in the fight against insecurity, and multiple reports suggest the resurgence of kidnappings in the local government of River State. Citizens have followed call for the screening of the resigned commissioners in River State. Foreign scene, Iran judiciary has found the new journalist released from prison for days. And that was the news. Send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 215.